Avec Charles, du coup, que je coach depuis maintenant 3 mois.
3 mois.
Donc, il parle pas français. Enfin, il comprend très bien le français, mais c'est un peu plus compliqué de le parler. Donc, on va faire le petit témoignage en anglais. Ce sera sous-titré. Vous pouvez mettre des petits commentaires, tout ça. Donc, c'est parti. Charles, let's go.
Yeah, thanks, Max.
Okay, so can you introduce yourself to everyone and tell us about you, your running background, and even when we started working together?
Awesome. So, thanks, Max. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So I'm Charles Duplessis, and I've always been someone that's loved to be outdoors and trying to get outside and be active.
Yeah.
And after university, put on a lot of weight and that sort of stuff, and had to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where you try and you think, how am I going to do this? And it's bit by bit.
Yeah.
And it worked very well. I arrived in France 6 years ago.
Yeah, because you are from
South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see.
Yeah. So that's why the English, So when I arrived in France, I was quite active again, and then I think just at a stage it was lacked the motivation.
Okay.
Wanted to get back feeling comfortable in my clothes, feeling better about myself, and that sort of stuff.
Everything.
Exactly. And coming across Instagram, I found a local person that was running somewhere that I recognized, and that was really intriguing. And even though I might not have understood everything, what you were offering, I did some research, and for me, then it made sense. Let's meet with Max and see what we can do.
Ouais, parce que du coup, en fait, ce qui s'est passé avec Charles, c'est que moi, je fais du coaching en ligne et aussi en présentiel. J'habite à Senlis, une ville dans l'Oise, et Charles, il habite dans la même ville que moi. Et donc, c'est comme ça qu'on a commencé à travailler. Donc, voilà. So, before working with me, what was your big frustration or challenge in running?
No, I think just having the motivation after work
to go and
to get outside, and finding the time. It's really easy just to finish work and then sit on the couch and turn on the television. But no, what was really important is getting the fresh air and just being motivated to get up and get moving.
To do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What were your running goals before we started and worked together?
So before, I used to try and just do 5Ks.
Yeah.
And then got up to 10, and that was a while ago. So it was always my benchmark was a 5. How close to 30 can I get in a 5? 5K. So I'm getting older, so it's not like I can run at the same pace, but I wanted to.
How old are you?
43.
43, so he's 43.
You can see with the gray hair and everything. No. But it was about that, trying to rekindle the youth, if there's an expression. So trying to feel young again as well.
Okay, yeah.
But really also like push myself a bit and
to the limit and
see what I can do.
Okay, so that's what your goal, and to see where you can go and to
and feel better about myself and my feeling comfortable in my clothes.
Okay.
That sort of stuff.
Okay. Did you have some performance level, time, distance before conversion? What was it? If you had?
No. I mean, I was never someone that entered a lot of races or anything like that, but I did the Paris 10K a little while ago and ran that in an hour for a
Adidas
10K.
10K?
Yes. And I felt really good, but that me and my partner Audrey were doing a lot of training.
Yeah.
So it was a good goal, and it was something I was aiming at. And then now I was thinking, we hadn't done a 10K in a while, so can I still do it? What is the damage going to be on the body, but on the watch as well?
Yeah.
But for me, it was about let's build up and get to a position where I feel good about it.
So it was a 10K in 1 hour, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. And what had you tried to implement to improve your running performance, and why it didn't work in your position?
I think I've got a really old school mentality when it comes to running. So I will probably get into it a bit later, but just as we met the first time, my shoes...
I remember
shoes were not built for me. It was a really good shoe, but it wasn't giving me the support. But for me, it was, I think the saying goes, you have to go slow to go far, and you've got to go far to go fast. That's the only thing in my head that I've really thought about or done any sort of research on. But I mean, that's also sort of old school, I think. But I think I didn't have, with our sessions, you brought in really interesting ways, not just for me, but for Audrey as well, to improve and to attain those goals.
Ouais, parce que pour expliquer un peu, en fait, Charles, je l'entraînais, mais il y avait aussi sa compagne Audrey que j'entraînais. Bon, là, elle ne pouvait pas être là aujourd'hui, mais globalement, c'était les deux que j'avais en session. Donc, c'est pour ça qu'il en parle un peu pour que vous soyez
Just for context.
Pour que vous soyez un peu au courant. OK, donc, how did our collaboration unfold? And what were your first impressions after the initial sessions, the three first?
Yeah. No, so like I said, on Instagram, saw a local person proposing services to improve, but you have to be motivated. I think that's the number one thing.
If you're not, it was
so for me, what was really good is I think I reached out to you. Might have reached out to me because I liked your video or something like that. But then we started speaking, and it was really simple. Even though we might not speak the same language necessarily, but the motivation was there, and what you offered to help. I think that was really important.
Okay.
And then just straight away was the simplicity of what you provided, the understanding, the advice, and just being available. You said WhatsApp, reach out anytime. And for me, it was a really natural fit in the sessions and the collaboration. And I think just from that, it was, okay, cool. We've done the right thing. We've chosen the right guy to assist.
So it was quite good. You see, like, let's
Absolutely.
go. And
no, exactly.
C'est à vous de jouer quoi maintenant. Okay. So for the first month, what's the first action we implement to improve your performance and prevent injuries? What was it?
Yeah. So someone again with the old school sort of mentality. I think we were. In my case, stretching before we did anything. So there wasn't that activation. I think Max really brought in the thinking about the body being loose and warm and activated before getting out and pushing yourself, if I can put it that way. But also just the breaking things down. It was one of the first things I remember, not just the shoes, but also about when you run, take the time to listen to yourself. Because there's days where you feel so heavy and you don't have rhythm, and you probably sound like an elephant or something like that. But I think it was just those little things that really make you think about the way you move on the road or wherever you're running.
Yeah.
So it was, and then just really structured approach to the training.
So you know everything, what to do, when to do, and how to do. That's it?
Exactly that. And I think what's really important is, the first couple of times, you reminded us, but then it was a natural everything, natural progression after that, and easy to pick up and utilize every day when you get out.
And you knew exactly what you do every day, and just look at the shit.
That's it. And I think that's something that's also was really awesome. Part of the service was a structured training sheet with what you need to achieve, what are the goals for the week, and the clear explanation to what you need to do in a session. So that you can take it and do it yourself. And when you meet up with Max in the face-to-face sessions, you're ready for that because you also know what's coming. I'm someone that likes to plan and know what I'm going to be doing.
I remember
because if it's if we go for a run and it's okay, it's we're going to run 5, and then all of a sudden it changes. No, it's 7. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm terrible like that. But with Max, really clear, open, transparent approach.
Ouais. Pour expliquer un peu aussi en fait Charles, ce qu'il dit, c'est que on avait les séances ensemble, mais c'était pas tout. C'était vraiment hybride dans le sens où il y avait un plan où il pouvait faire les séances de son côté avec Audrey, donc ils avaient leur plan chacun qui était différent, adapté à eux. Et après, on se retrouvait à peu près une fois par semaine, toutes les 2 semaines, pour faire des séances ensemble, pour que je vois leur progression et qu'il y ait toujours un appui qui était là. Voilà, pour mettre un peu de contexte encore une fois. So now, can you describe the results you achieved and since we started working together? For example, the time, the feeling?
No, absolutely. No, look, in the beginning it was quite tough because you were pushing us in a good way, if I can put it that way, because it was started out quite controlled, and then we had sessions where I think the first test we did was really tough.
I remember.
And but again, it was with the Max approach. Let's coin that phrase, the Max approach. It was thinking long term. This is something that, how do we improve? And this is the baseline, and you'll improve. So for me, I feel a lot better about myself, feel really better on the road, running wise as well, feel a lot more loose. I have rhythm. And that's really important because, you know, sometimes it sucks when you get outside, but when you do it and you feel great and you see the results, and it's thanks to Max that the collaboration, the motivation as well, and someone that gives the advice, you know, I think that's really important.
Yeah, every time text me or something.
Yeah, that's, and also when you, you know, you're with us in the session, and it's the motivation because it does get tough. He's a hard taskmaster, but he looks after you and makes sure that you get to your goals. So it's awesome.
Okay. So, for example, the little test you did first 3 months ago, what was your result? Remember or no?
Off the top of my head, it wasn't as good as last weekend, but there was definitely improvement from when we started to where we go, and that could only been done with the approach that you took in the interval training. That's something we didn't really, well, we didn't do in the beginning. In our own sort of running, it was a straight 5K. So with the interval, and that's where the scientific approach comes in from the new generation. And for me, that's really helped us. Yeah.
Ok. Pour expliquer un peu, en gros, ce qu'on avait fait, c'était un test VMA demi-Cooper. Donc, c'est 6 minutes à fond où ils ont tout donné. Donc, on n'a pas fait ça dès le début de la première séance, mais on l'a fait plutôt peut-être 2 semaines ou 3 semaines après, the first VMA test.
Exactly.
Et là, on l'a refait la semaine dernière. Et en fait, ils sont passés. Donc, Charles est passé de 11,8 à 12,5 en 3 mois. Et Audrey est passé de 11 à 12. 11,2 à 12 en 3 mois aussi. Donc voilà un peu les résultats. Un peu technique à dire, donc je préférais un peu expliquer, quoi. Next question. Has it an impact on your confidence, motivation, or overall well-being, the coaching? If not, you can say, but
no, I think this is a part of your personal being. It sounds really fluffy and stuff like that, but it really assists when you're feeling good about yourself. Everything sort of goes in the right direction. No, there's a real positive impact on you. Yeah.
Okay. What would you say to someone hesitant about investing in a personalized coaching to improve their running performance, or even the shape or everything?
No, so I think for me with Max, it felt really safe in the sense that it doesn't matter what your level is or how you what extra weight you're carrying or whatever it could be. It's I think you got to take the step. You've got to have the trust in yourself and trust in the coach as well. But for me, what was really important is we didn't know what to expect, but there was a natural click after the first session, even, you know, and yeah, it was good, positive vibe. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
No, it's all good.
And last question to finish this. In your opinion, what was the greatest added value to a collaboration?
I think it's just not just the plan or the sessions together, but it was being available on WhatsApp. So if you had to change a schedule or a session or something like that, or you feel like you needed to ask advice, it's 100%. So that's definitely a value add on top of that. But I think also the time together. He's a funny guy. He's a great motivator. So no, for me, it's the whole package was really worthwhile and highly recommended.
Thank you. So voilà, le petit témoignage avec Charles, c'était sympa. Si vous avez des questions, vous pourrez les poser en commentaire. C'est pas la fin, on va continuer. Charles et Audrey, ils ont un beau projet, c'est le mariage. Donc maintenant, si le but c'est de continuer à progresser ensemble, de se sentir toujours mieux et d'aller de l'avant. Voilà, je vous fais des bisous, à bientôt. Abonnez-vous, c'était Max. Tchuss!